Ladies and gentlemen, gamers of all ages, today we're diving into the top 10 longest-running video game franchises that have stood the test of time, some older than the internet itself. These series have survived console wars, reboots, and even that one terrible game we all pretend doesn't exist. From pixelated classics to modern masterpieces, if these franchises were people, they'd be collecting retirement checks by now. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's count down the legends that refuse to quit.
30,000 feet. Approaching Soviet airspace.
Listen up, Jack.
Kicking off at number 10 is Metal Gear, the stealth series that made cardboard boxes look suspicious. Debuting in 1987, Solid Snake's adventures defined tactical espionage until Konami decided stealth was too hard and tried turning it into a zombie game. With 11-plus main entries, spin-offs, and Kojima's wild mind, this franchise survived everything except its own publisher. Still, we'll always have Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, where a senator literally nanomachined sun his way into meme history. At number 9, it's The Legend of Zelda, the series that proved you can rescue the same princess for 37 years and still make it feel fresh. From the NES original to Tears of the Kingdom, Link's never met a puzzle he couldn't solve, or a pot he couldn't smash. Nintendo's Golden Child has given us timeless music, questionable timeline theories, and the real hero of the story, the Kukos. Fun fact, the first game's manual called Ganon, Prince of Darkness, proof that even Zelda lore started off making things up as it went. Next at number 8 goes to Castlevania, the gothic masterpiece that made whipping candles cool. Since 1986, we've battled Dracula in pixelated halls, 3D nightmares, and even a Netflix show that somehow outlived the games. The series peaked with Symphony of the Night, where Alucard proved vampires could be fabulous while killing their dad. Konami's mostly left it for dead now. But hey, at least we'll always have Richter Belmont yelling, "Die, monster!" in the world's cheesiest voice acting.
Boundless possibilities.
Taking number 7 is Final Fantasy, the RPG series that lied about being final 16 times. Square Enix's crown jewel gave us chocobos, emotional trauma, and that one scene in FF7 we're still crying about. From turn-based classics to action-packed reinventions, this franchise refuses to stay in one genre or timeline. And let's be real, Final Fantasy XIV's comeback is the greatest redemption arc since I Promise I'll Fix It in post-launch patches. Now where's our FF6 remake, Square? Don't make us summon Bahamut. Number 6 is Dragon Quest, Japan's national obsession. Since 1986, these turn-based adventures have been so popular, they legally couldn't release on school days. With 11 main games and spin-offs starring slime, yes, the Blob got its own RPG, this series is the comfort food of gaming. It's like Pokémon for people who enjoy grinding, and also being ground into paste by metal slimes. The latest entry even lets you build your own town, which is just Animal Crossing with more dragons and existential dread. Next on our list is Mega Man, the blue bomber who's had more identities than a spy. Classic X-Zero Battle Network. Capcom really said, why pick one timeline when we can confuse everyone? Since 1987, we've shot, dashed, and rockmanned our way through Robot Masters, and somehow Dr. Wily still won't quit. The franchise peaked with Mega Man 2's soundtrack, which lives rent-free in our brains. Meanwhile, Mega Man X taught us that armor upgrades are cool, but Zero Dies First is the real series tradition. Number 4 is Street Fighter, the fighting game that defined Hadouken as a universal language. Ryu and Ken's rivalry is older than most Fortnite players, and Street Fighter VI proved the FGC will never let this die. From arcade cabinets to EVO championships, this series gave us fireballs, spinning bird kicks, and that one guy who only plays Dalsim. Fun fact, the original Street Fighter had pressure-sensitive buttons, meaning you had to punch the cabinet to win. No wonder arcades went extinct. bronze medal to Pokémon, the youngest here, but the most relentless. Since 1996, we've caught, battled, and accidentally killed 1,000 plus creatures across 9 generations. Game Freak's formula is simple. What if we sell the same game twice every time? And yet, we keep buying. From Red and Blue's broken mechanics to Scarlet and Violet's ambitious graphics, this series thrives on nostalgia and our inability to say no to Gotta Catch 'em All. Also, where's our Fire-type Eevee, Game Freak? Flareon doesn't count. Number 2 is Donkey Kong, the arcade classic that accidentally created Mario. Since 1981, DK's gone from kidnapping princesses to being the princess, thanks DKC Returns. The Country Trilogy defined platforming, the DK Rap defined memes, and Donkey Kong 64 defined why do I need 5 characters to collect bananas? Nintendo's kept him relevant with Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. But let's be real, we're all waiting for Donkey Kong's midlife crisis, the game.
Let's go!
And the longest-running franchise ever is Mario. This plumber's been jumping on Goombas since 1981, outliving trends, consoles, and your entire childhood. From Donkey Kong to Odyssey, he's starred in platformers, RPGs, tennis matches, and that time he drove a cart better than you. Nintendo's mascot is so iconic, even Grand Theft Auto 6 won't dethrone him. Bowser's been kidnapping Peach for 42 years. Maybe take the hint, dude? Either way, Mario's the king of gaming, and also of weird spin-offs about doctors.